always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. He's not going to take the touchback. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Strachan. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Got his man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Strachan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown USC! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Green. Coming out aggressively. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, play, it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Mayava. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Here we go.
On the snap, it's Sanders. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
0.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. There he goes to the right. The 50. The 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sanders. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners are going to bail. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Green. Got his man. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking for his man in the middle.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Looking for an open area to his left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he's not going to take the touchback. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Pulls it in. It's Lemon.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lemon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared, right?
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
To the air on second down. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Blake. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Razorbacks are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Green. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he made the extra point without problem.
35, USC, 10.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Mayala. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Strockett. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Making side adjustments here. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed on the outside, it's Sanders. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense defense has to make a decision.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touched.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Here's a heat. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The hand to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Green. Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Green. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Trojans want to move quickly.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
16.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
That's caught. It's late. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
intelligent offense is ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Let's go! Let's go!
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too.
Oh, he wants it all. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quickly complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Looking left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Green. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anthony. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
USC 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fired complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.